Welcome back to Don't Gas the Badge. I had to play a little tribute there. End of the season.
Can't say I'm liking that extended intro, but anyway.
Yes, you're lucky I didn't include certain things in that extended intro. You should be thanking me.
Yeah, man. Well,
I could have put Tottenham players celebrating surviving relegation in there. Yeah, that would have been a bit embarrassing.
I mean, looking at the top row, I can see you brought out the dirtbag brigade, innit? So let's
look at us all on the. That's right, all on the top row. Look up. You're used to looking up, though, innit? You're used to looking up, man. Look up to this. Look up to this. Look up to this, bro. You get me? We're gonna be hearing about this all season. Anyway, before we get into anything, I have to bring a couple things up because it's not just Arsenal that's celebrating a win, is it? Because we do a little fantasy league, the Premier League fantasy league, and I probably won this about 4 weeks ago. I knew no one was catching me. I was too far ahead. I've killed all of you. Buckstar's top of the league. Yeah, we are top of the league. Let's go through because not everyone in here is Don't Gas. So the next closest, I can't believe you finished fourth, JD. You were second literally all season. End up finishing fourth.
Okay, but second or third, like who are they? Like you just brought people in to make me look bad.
No, not at all. Second is Jay, who we went to school with. You know Jay very well. Third is Karim, who is
no idea who he is.
Yeah, you do know. He's in the.
Yeah, I know. He's in the fantasy league group. Yeah, he's in the fantasy. Yeah, he's in the fantasy league group.
Yeah, he's in the fantasy league group. You've been chatting to him before, man. He's a gooner. I'm not sure why it's called Blue Army. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, innit? Like, the closet.
I'm gonna have to. But he was down in sixth for ages, and then the last weekend he got bare points and ended up finishing third.
To be honest, like when I wasn't catching you, I kind of lost interest in it. So just whatever.
That's what I do. I make people give up, innit?
Like I don't know, man. Just finish second. You're the first loser, innit? So like second, third, no difference.
We've got who else is in here? We've got to go all the way down to the bottom. Where's Stitches? Stitches is
Stitch in time. Fifth.
Stitch in time. Yeah, where is he though? Oh, no, fifth, innit? Sorry, fifth.
I mean, like so it's just a problem if you're finishing in the red zone like 12th or like that's when you got issues.
Listen, we're gonna get to that because we've got two members both in the red.
When I was looking down there, I thought it said snitch in time, and I thought that must be JD.
Shots, yeah. Selling shots, all right.
Yeah. So we got to go. Let's go to 12th place for first of all. More fire, yeah. That's Bizzle. Bizzle, who won it last season, ended up in the red zone. Man ended up in the red like it's the time of the month, bro. And just below him, Don't Grasshoppers. That's Blunt. And he's hiding right now. Where you go, man?
Do you know, like I said, he was in that. Like I haven't done a fantasy league for fucking years. Like I used to do the ones that was the Sun one where like you get like one window, and then like when it became this like you have to do a captain every week and you do this and bring that and that. I thought like my life.
To be fair, it does take all of 5 seconds to do. So I do get that.
Nah, listen, right. I don't know if
right, everyone comes with the excuses.
After a while, I just thought I'll leave it right with my original choice and just see how it does if there was like no changes available. Because I started off quite well.
But see how it done.
The only fucking Adam Wharton stopped me from finishing bottom. But
you were doing your best impression of Tottenham. Anyway, there's more news because not only if anyone does the Premier League Fantasy League, they'll know there's also a cup competition, and the final of that cup looked a bit like this. I'm just winning it all, man. I'm winning it all. In the words of Triple H back in the day, man, we got all the gold, all of it.
Yeah, well hopefully that stops Saturday because like Saturday, if you don't win, man, yeah.
And finally, Don't Gas Fantasy League and Cup with double winners, 25-26. The first person to do both and the first person to win the Fantasy League twice. Buckstar, yes, that's right. Kiss the ring, all of you.
The ring.
Congrats, mate. I have to admit that is quite impressive. I'm just looking over my fantasy league, and I basically ended up third. There's only 5 of us, and if I had to convert the points, I actually would have ended up 7th in your league. So
really?
we're not good.
Yeah, we've got a competitive league, man.
Better than Tottenham, obviously. And then in the cup, I lost in the final. So, it is what it is. JD, yes, you are race tonight, I'm afraid.
All due respect, though, usually you finish above JD, you win the league. I've done that twice now. So that's how it is, man. That's how it is.
You know, do you know something? Like, all these strays that Tottenham are getting, like, I don't care, like, because you do care. I thought, listen, no, a little bit. It's nothing. Listen, I thought I was going to be looking at Championship football next season. I'm not. So I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like, that's a cause to celebrate. It really is.
No. No. Not celebrating, but I'm looking at what could have been. Isn't that right, Mr. Blunt? What could have been?
It's like relief, isn't it? Like this. It's like,
no, I'm not having this relief. I'm not having it. I'm not having this relief.
It's like you.
It's relief. Yeah, like I'm not celebrating. I'm relieved.
You're waiting for a cancer diagnosis, then find out you've only got Crohn's. Finish this.
No, I want to say Crohn's. I say like you waiting for cancer diagnosis, and then you find out you've got herpes. Like Crohn's is a bit rough, man. I'd say cancer to herpes, like like herpes you can live with. Like,
No, but you don't want to call it herpes. That means you're never getting rid of that 17th place finish.
Yeah, well,
Listen, can I just kill a certain point here? And I'm hearing it. The players were just relieved, and they were not relieved. I saw Maddison doing fist pumps, trying to raise the crowd. I saw Porro doing the same thing. I saw Palhinha doing the same thing. I'm looking and thinking, go to every stand if you really care. I'm going to apologize for the shocking season you just had. It was diabolical. The fact they were there celebrating.
Listen. I agree with you. Like, have you heard me say one thing? Like, I'm not celebrating this.
No.
There's no celebration.
You represent the Tottenham fans, unfortunately, in this situation.
Exactly. And I'm not celebrating. I'm relieved. Like, I've not said nothing about the season. Listen, I want to forget the season.
MP, Tottenham, you know what I mean? So you're going to get the shit, I'm afraid, all right?
No, listen, and I'll take it, pause. But what I'm saying is, like,
I agree with you, by the way. But unfortunately, we're champions, and that's not going to change. So you're going to catch some trains.
Listen, have at it, man. Have at it, because if it was the other way around, I'd be worse. You do the same. You don't want to be able to sit on pod with me. I'd be worse. So,
hey, JD, be honest. Be honest. How quiet has the group chat gone since we've been champions? Be honest. There's bare man in that group I used to hear from daily that I ain't heard from in a minute.
Like, you know what?
Where's Anthony and Moffat? Like, these men are just
Chelsea fans, all them Liverpool fans.
Listen, where they are? To be fair to them, to be fair to everyone, the season's over. So, everyone's just taking a break from football talk.
No. There's a big final coming up. The Palace have got a final coming up, and it's a World Cup year. Football is not over.
Listen, I'll watch the Palace game. Yeah, and looking forward to the World Cup. I'll watch the Palace game. Yeah, definitely. That's a big final.
Before we get to that, like I said, I'll back JD. He wasn't like going fucking hoopla about it. There was a sense of relief, and it was like, humble about it, right? But what I am going to say is literally the moment the final whistle went in the playoff final, and I mean like the moment, like we were there when I give Buckstar a shout, said I've got a spare ticket there, meet me at Wembley, and we say and it happened. I mean, when Hull scored, I started laughing, didn't I? I said because I said after 38 minutes, it's got 1-0 Hull written all over it.
What did I say 10 minutes before that? Literally, Bernie needs one chance. I said that about 10 minutes before he scored.
And I turned around, I was just literally walking up the steps, and my phone went, and I looked, and I thought, is it someone we'll meet out there, and then we'll get back. Looks like justice to me, and I just said, not now. Let me get out the stadium to break fresh air and drink of water before this fucking starts. It was just
that was kind of quick.
Kind of quick. He had it typed out, Red Witch's Wave. There was fucking 10.
I was waiting.
That was cold, man. That was cold. Even I thought,
but you know what though? Obviously, what I meant by that is Hull really is the only way it could really have happened, because if Middlesbrough were gone up, it would have dragged out some more complaints appeals and all this and that. That's what I meant. I wasn't even trying to take because I don't even mind Middlesbrough. Honestly, I don't mind Middlesbrough.
Is everyone hearing this?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I believe it.
No, listen. The only reason Middlesbrough getting strays from me is because of people like yourself and your Tottenham jibes. I'm like, you lot are a mid-table championship side, but you're sending shots at me. Like that's like.
All I done was point out that since football started, we're on 36 wins apiece with a few draws.
No.
Thinking about who's the better club.
We are.
Got a message from Tiny Godfather, man. Bless up, Don't Gas team. Yes, Tiny. Don't forget as well, man. Tiny's listening party is on the 28th, I believe, which is Thursday the 28th at oh gosh, Tiny, put in the chat, man. I can't remember where it is now. I've done the flyers for it and I can't remember where it is now. Shocking. But yeah, man, that's between I think 7 and 12 at Box Park. I'm gonna get it. It's at one of the box parks. No, he'll message it.
I'm sure I've seen that in the last week or so.
I can't believe I can't remember after even doing the flyers which one it is. Anyways, that's coming up, man. So big up to Tiny, man. I hope he has a good night. Unfortunately won't be able to make it, man, because heading up to Middlesbrough, believe it or not. So yeah, there we go. Yes, he's just put it in there. Thanks, Tiny. Sorry, man. Shoreditch, man. Yeah, there. I knew it. Thursday, Box Park, Shoreditch, 7 till 11. Boom, sorted, man. So if you can make it, head up there, man. Go check it out, man. Should be good. Got live performances and all that as well. Variety of DJs. Be a good night. Right, they're getting back to some of the trophy winners. Villa, I'm going to start with them, winning the Europa League. I think I want to get your thoughts. I'm going to start with Steve-O and Larry on this one. Your thoughts on the new format of the Europa League, where you no longer get Champions League teams falling in. Do you think that's better in the sense of it leaves it open to more teams to actually win it? Or do you think it was better when the competition was tougher and you had teams dropping down?
Sorry, just a caveat, lads, before you answer. Am I right in thinking that when it was the old format, there wasn't any winners of that competition that had dropped down the Champions League?
What do you mean? Sorry, say it again.
So when the Champions League used to drop into the Europa, right? Did any of the Champions League teams that dropped down actually go on to win it?
Sevilla's one of them.
Isn't Chelsea one as well? Didn't Chelsea drop down?
Chelsea might have dropped down as well when they won it, yeah. Sevilla have definitely dropped down into it and won it. So yeah,
that must have been the Fulham one. They didn't do it the season.
I would assume that most seasons that a Champions League team would win it. I think most years. I'd assume that.
I would have thought so as well. And Buck, just to answer the question, I like it. I like it the way it is, to be honest, because if you're in the Champions League, you're obviously you're a quite high caliber team most of the time. There is exceptions, like what was it, like the Kalmat, whatever they were, wherever they were from. So I think it makes sense for just the teams that go into the Europa League just for them to compete. You know what I mean? There's no reason why. Even before, I didn't really care for the fact that Barcelona, for example, can drop down, and then all of a sudden they find themselves facing like lower league teams. So it's So the fairness and the competitiveness it sort of took it out of the old format. Whereas right now, it's almost like same level teams. Of course you're going to have some of them a little bit better than others. Like for example, like Aston Villa. As much as we might ridicule Unai Emery or whatever, good evening and all that stuff, he has built a very good European team. You can't deny that, and he's a manager who's won that cup many times. And I said in the group, they should really call that trophy now the Unai Emery Trophy, because
crazy, isn't it?
I don't think anyone's actually going to beat that record. And it's
definitely not, man.
It's amazing.
For some reason, the team has to have Villa in the name.
Yeah,
he's done it in both formats as well, old format and new format.
Absolutely, there you go. And it's almost sad when you look back and you think he's won it with all them teams that he took to the finals, apart from us. Do you know what I mean? And that still hurts a little bit. It does. It hurts a little bit. So, but anyway, yeah, to answer that question, yeah, I 100%. I really prefer this format than the previous one. It just makes more sense and competitive. So,
okay.
Not
What about
only
you,
that,
Steve?
I mean,
sorry, go on, JD.
no, I was gonna say also it's kind of like rewarding failure. Like you fail in one competition and you get to go in and have another shot at another one. I mean, it's not really fair anyway.
That's what I didn't like about the Borough situation, getting reinstated in the final. That's what.
No, that's
exactly
different.
What
That's different. That's different. That's different.
No,
That's
but
to do
it's
with
like,
cheating.
no, I know it's different, but that's what I didn't like
that.
about that situation.
We'll get to that. Let me get your opinion, Steve-O.
Yeah, I think you've all said exactly, what I'm thinking, that, it's a bit unfair that if you're in the Champions League, then you drop down and you've got another sort of shot at it, really. And it's a bit unfair, to be fair. The current format's a lot better, personally.
Yeah, okay. But what I was going to say is then why have a Europa Conference League? We've got the final on Wednesday. Why have that competition if ultimately it's doing the same thing? You've got teams of similar level to Europa League. Really, what's the point? I suppose.
Is it similar level to Europa League though? No, I'd say it's. I'd say the level's a bit of a drop off.
Are you wanting a reason that's not money, or are you wanting like a proper? I don't know. I just feel like that you're right. There is no reason.
The Crystal Palace and Villa, which is the higher level, if you.
Well, Palace were meant to be in Europa League this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were meant to be in Europa League.
I still feel Aston Villa's a little bit on the higher level compared to Palace, but again, we're not talking massive gains between the teams. You know what I mean? We're not talking massive differences. But yeah, I agree with you. They are almost the same caliber teams when you think about Europa League, and Conference League. So yeah, if you don't want the answer of money, then I don't know what the answer is. To be honest with you, that's the only reason I can think of.
Do you not think they should bring back the Cup Winners' Cup?
They can't bring back the Cup Winners' Cup.
We're already champions, mate.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's that's the Cup Winners' Cup now. I keep saying this, and you can go and look it up as well. The UEFA Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup are the Europa League.
Yeah,
that's why cup winners go into it, and that's why teams that finish in the certain league positions go into it. So they can't really bring it back. They can't.
No, it's already there. It would literally be redundant, and again, almost like what the Conference League is. It is quite redundant, really.
That conference, in it, it's like just handing out European places for the fucking fun of it,
for the sake of it. Yeah,
but it is
conference
just
sounds.
It
just sounds like the conference.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, Vauxhall Conference, if you remember.
You know what? It shows the value of the Conference League. Where fucking West Ham winning, and a few seasons later they get relegated.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest though. I think if teams like the English teams, if they just carry on winning it for the next sort of 5 to 10 seasons, I think they will scrap it because they will see the point. They will see that there is no point in having that, especially if it's being dominated by teams like the English teams, for example. Because when
they won it
because you don't like English teams, man.
No.
That's why.
No, but
who won it last season? Can you not remember? Who won the Conference League last season? Was it Roma?
Roma. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, English teams are not necessarily going to dominate. I mean, Palace are going to win it.
I don't mean necessarily English teams. I mean, like in general, if there is teams or a certain team that seems to dominate it, then they will actually just stop it.
But listen. I mean, I can't say I watch much Spanish football now, but I'm sure Rayo Vallecano are going to give Palace a game, though. I mean, it's not a foregone conclusion.
It's always been the case that the Spanish teams will challenge, like I said, like I was on about before. We've always had this thing in this country, and like I say, sometimes it is the case that the Premier League's dominant, but we're always sold this fucking story by Sky Sports that it's the best league in the world, it's the best product, so pay a fucking fortune for it year in, year out. You remember when fucking Man United, that's one of them seasons, they're done terrible, they were champions of England, bummed out the Champions League, dropped into the Europe or whatever it is at the time, and they got like Bilbao in the last 16 or whatever it was, and Lorente, and so they finished 7th in the Spanish league the season before, and they absolutely played our champions off the park.
No, you got to look at it differently. What it is, and I do believe this even now, is across the league, it is way more competitive in the Premier League than it is in La Liga, than it is in the Bundesliga, than it is in Serie A. As soon as you get below 5th or 6th place in any of them leagues, dead teams, bro. Dead teams. They're not. They roll over for a lot of these big sides in the Premier League. No one don't roll over for anybody, and everybody can afford to buy big players now in the Premier League. And I'll give you a little stat. Sorry, little stat. Outside of Barca, Madrid, Atletico, and possibly one other. I can't remember which one. Championship teams get more TV money than any of the other La Liga teams. Championship teams. It's different. It's a different playing field when it comes to English football and money.
It is. But
can I just jump in?
Wasn't it with 5 games to go? There was any one of 8th place in the Liga could have still got relegated.
Yeah, that just proves my point. It just shows you below 6th or whatever, they're teams, bro.
No, but sorry, Steve. It's competitive, isn't it? Like the gap on that big. Sorry.
Yeah, but do you remember we had the pod last week, didn't we? We were on about what would you prefer, the Premiership or the Champions League, and we were kind of like used to wanted the Champions League, didn't you? Because it's got more prestige as such. But I still think this goes back to basically what we just said then about, you know, how hard it is to win the Premiership. It's in the Champions League. It's all about luck because you might play. We've played like pretty poor teams, haven't we? To be fair, to get to the final. Whereas the Premiership, every team wants to beat you. Every team, you know, we're on about the Spanish league, the German league. You know, outside the top 2 or 3, it's so easy to win that league. But the Premiership is the hardest thing to win,
100%.
and that to me is why I always think the Premiership is the best.
You're right. You're spot on there. Yeah, but what I was going to say is that's not the reason that I was saying. I can't talk for Larry, but for me, Premier League, I think is harder to win because you've got to do it across 38 games across the whole season. Champions League, you do need a bit of luck to win it, but you have to be able to navigate through 2-legged knockout ties at the same time against teams that are used to winning. But for me, it's just because we've never won it. That's why I want it so badly. It's not because I think it's more prestigious or better or harder to win. It's just we've never had it, and it always gets thrown in our face. So I just need to win it. I need to win it, man.
And I think
that elephant in the room for you as well, doesn't it? Like that's just that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It is the bragging rights, and to be honest, the new format of the Champions League it has helped us quite a bit because we are a team that's sort of like being built for league performances. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that Arteta has built the squad together, he's trying to bring in the most sort of robust players that he could find. Basically, obviously, I know they've had their injuries, of course. But that's you know what I mean? So we're sort of built to play league football. Even though the Champions League, yes, again, technically it is a league format. But like Stevie said, sometimes you are going to get, you know, the run of the luck and you're going to get some really shit teams. And for us this season, yes, we haven't lost that match. We've had a couple of a few matches in there that have been difficult. Bayern Munich, we've had in there. We've had Atletico. Obviously, that was very difficult. Leverkusen was quite difficult as well. So
last year's finalists, Inter, we played them as well,
and we slapped them. We did. We slapped them. So again, yes, I think with this format, it has helped us a hell of a lot. But I'm still not taking anything away from the Champions League. It's still called the Champions League. It's still the same bloody trophy. It's still the same teams that are constantly dominating at the later phases. You know, we're still seeing the Bayerns, the PSGs, Barcelonas. They're still at the later stages. You know, we still have to beat these guys. Just because we're being, like, you know, sort of Athletic Bilbao or whatever it is at the beginning. You know, you can't take anything away from the rest of the competition, because now where do we find ourselves? Against PSG, the current European champions. So, you know, it's and I'm with you as well, by the way. It's just because we haven't won it. That's the whole reason. Yes, the Premier League is infinitely more difficult to win, but in the Champions League, you still are facing teams from different leagues who play different styles of football, and you have to adapt quicker than you would in the Premier League. So, yeah,
I think the integrity and obviously the value of the competition as well is going to benefit way more from Arsenal than PSG just going again. Do you know what I mean? Because like competitions need fresh winners from time to time. Do you know? Like you look at the Premier League this season, you know, like Sunderland doing what they have done, you know, fucking Bournemouth doing they're doing. Villa, who are clearly building something big if it keeps going and he keeps doing the job he's doing. You need them new challenges because, like you look at what do we all think of the Scottish League? The Scottish League would have benefited massively from Hearts winning.
That was disappointing, man.
The
Premier League's had 3 different winners the last 3 years, man. 3 different winners last 3 years, Premier League. Liverpool, Arsenal.
The competition benefits from it. You need fresh blood. You absolutely need it.
But the last 10 years,
have
only been 1 or 3, haven't there? Like,
pause. 4 things getting thrown in Buck's face. Hey, why you have to name me? Like this guy. I think Europa's a good format for smaller teams, and Champions League good for seeing big teams not duck each other up. Yeah, fair enough. And he's also said no European trophy for Arsenal. Please, Buck hate is annoying enough. With the first Prem in 20-odd years. Yeah, that's right, man. And listen, you know what it is? He's a United fan, isn't it? So he knows that all eyes are on him now because Liverpool and City and Chelsea have won it more recently. So now it's all eyes on United. It's been 13 long years, 14 years now, actually, since they won the league. So
is everyone excited? Is everyone excited about, like, potentially a Man United, posing a threat to the title charge next season? Maybe a Chelsea thrown in there. I don't know about Chelsea, but
I think United better focus on navigating Europe and the league first of all. Don't forget where they finished last season.
I'm excited because the level of competition now is just going to skyrocket. And I know we said it last week on our pod where this is the time for Arteta to show whether he's going to make the necessary additions or add the necessary players to move on. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Competition. That's football.
I think you're jumping the gun a bit here. I mean, Michael Carrick doesn't convince me. He just doesn't. I mean,
I'm a little bit in your boat.
He started with us, bro. But now he's got to navigate the Premier League and the Champions League next season. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he's really got the minerals. I'm not convinced by Michael Carrick.
I'm not either. Don't try it until Man United reach 22 years. What else? It's about 22 years anymore, Tiny. We won it last week. Moving on. I'm with you. I'm with you, JD, on that. I'm not convinced by Carrick, and we've seen something similar from Solskjaer when he came in. The first part of this.
Listen. In 18 months' time, Man United can be right back where they were with old Ruben the Great. So
we'll see. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think Arsenal's a fucking good, strong position to go and like retain the title because I think with the changes at City, I don't think City will be challenging next season. I don't, regardless of whatever happens with the legal cases.
I
think they will. I think they will.
City could just be like what Liverpool did.
Change it at City. Listen, City's still gonna have a good squad, and no matter what people might think of Maresca, he did pretty damn well at Chelsea considering what happened after he left. So he's gonna have more resources at City.
I see the challenging.
This
is a new group of players who have just had a season.
I'm a lot more convinced with Maresca than I am with Michael Carrick. I tell you that much. So, we'll see.
Let me read out a couple more messages here. Sorry, got another one from Tiny there. No, that's not. Sorry, Hursty. Carrick struggled with 2 games a week at Borough in the Championship. He'll never manage with the Prem and the Champions League games piling up. Yeah, I agree. And then we've got Tiny as well. JD, can't hear you in your 17th. In 17th, your opinions.
Hey, bro, I thought we were cool. Like, what's going
on? Right, listen, I want to segue into City while we're on the subject of City. Should they be happy with the 2 trophies they won this season? I'm just putting that out there. They won 2 cups, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
So. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, and they challenged as well. They actually challenged us till the very end. So it could have just as easily have been 3 trophies for them.
Could have been a treble.
Could have been a domestic treble. Absolutely.
Could have, should have.
No. Again, of course, I'm just saying, like, it was that close. So yeah, absolutely. I think they should see that as a successful season. To be honest, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Realistically, fine.
If Arsenal finished the season with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, would you be satisfied with it?
No.
If we hadn't won the Premier League, but the thing is they've won the Premier League more recently, so to them it's not as heartbreaking. Whereas we hadn't won in 22 years, so for us it's like, almost desperate to win the Premier League.
Hold on a minute. So had you not won the Premier League and you won those 2 cups, you wouldn't have been happy with that season? Like,
no, sorry. I think I would have been happy. I would have been.
We're not Tottenham Hotspur.
You're shaking your heads like no, like you have no divine right to win anything.
Let's listen. This squad is not built to be finishing with 2
it's the fact that we missed out for like so long.
We hadn't won a trophy right since 2020. So let's get a little perspective going. It's if we'd won just those 2 trophies and not the Premier League this season, genuinely hand on heart, I think that would have been a successful season because we won trophies, and I think it would have been the right step for the next phase. For the next.
Listen, Man United are a bigger club than Arsenal.
The Premier League will always be above everything else, and I'm so glad that we did win that, of course. But yeah, if you're City and you had just won the Premier League maybe a couple of seasons ago, you wouldn't be that bothered. Like, okay, well, in our worst season, and I use quotation marks, worst season, we won 2 trophies and we almost won the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I personally would have been happy.
Listen,
again,
not only that,
but we're Premier League.
Man United are a bigger club than Arsenal. Okay, like let's be serious here. They won the FA Cup like a couple of seasons, like, and we're happy with it. Like, okay, they're not winning Premier Leagues either. They've not won it for a while, but they were happy with the FA Cup, and that's just one trophy. You're not sitting there saying that you wouldn't be happy with 2.
Jump in here. Let me tell you why that's a ridiculous statement. This Arsenal team right now is built to be challenging for Premier Leagues. This current Man United team is not. Okay, we're at different phases in where we are in terms of progression. Completely different phases. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Right here and now, we've assembled a team that's meant to be challenging for the top titles, and that's why I would be disappointed, because I'm thinking we've just literally spent big money. We've got big players. We covered every position, and we only won the domestic cup double. Nah. Sorry, and I'll tell you what worries you, JD. I'll tell you what's worrying JD. Hold on, let me get this out, because I've been thinking about this earlier. I thought I'm going to bring it up today. How many trophies did you keep reminding me that I promised to win? How many? And that's why he's shook now. He's shook in case we win this title on the weekend, and it actually happens. I
forgot all about that. I'm just saying the entitlement is next level. That's it. It's the entitlement.
It's not entitlement. The entitlement to be in the Premier League's next level. What are you talking about? You finished 17th 2 years in a row. The Premier League. The Premier League will suffer without us.
I said I was relieved that we survived. I was genuinely worried we were going down. I thought there was a time where I was convinced we were going down. So
he's talking because he don't
so in no way can you say I'm entitled to be in the Premier League.
Yes, because you said.
Oh my gosh!
Did you or did you not say Tottenham going down? The Premier League would suffer. Yes or no?
Yeah, I did. But that's not me saying, oh, we deserve to be there and we should be there just because we're Tottenham Hotspur. I thought we were going down. So. It's not entitlement. You're saying that. Well, okay, well, we've taken those 2 trophies. Like you got Steve saying,
it's also hitting above your weight, bro.
You got Steve saying,
this guy helps. Your team. You finished 17th last season with a trophy. You finished 17th this season with no trophy. But we would lose out by you being in the championship.
You think you deserve something just because of who you are. And if you don't get it because of who you are,
and you think the Premier League would suffer because of who you are, yes or no?
Okay, but is that entitlement or is that
yes?
Overinflated? Listen, is it over a sense of ego or is it entitlement? Because there's a difference between the 2.
I don't think
you know the difference.
I could say the same thing.
I'll tell you what, though, right? It's not
right? 2 things can be right at the same time.
I'll stop you there, right?
Not in this case, you're wrong, and you don't want to admit it. So you're going around the houses in your usual fashion.
Wrong, man.
But it's all right.
I ain't wrong.
Jay, for the Arsenal fans, right, where it's been, if the previous 3-4 seasons have gone differently, so you might have came close and then dropped off a bit and came close. It's because it's been like that nearly, right? and that's great. That's great where you need the boil needed lancing, so to speak. It was just a case of it's say if you come close, or you're second, and then you're a 5th, and then you're a 3rd, and then you might go, we might have a chance. But it's because it's literally you're on the fucking cusp of it, and because of the stick that came from it, it was we cannot not do it this year.
At the end of the day, listen. these three on the top here that you know, members of the Wankers Club need to thank Tottenham because
I was being
listen. We took 4 points off City this season, okay? So what's for us? You'd still be crying in your cornflakes every morning, all three of you, all right? So pipe down on that.
Did we not beat West Ham for you? Yeah, exactly. You'd be crying in your cornflakes had we not done that. You literally would be relegated.
Appreciate it.
JD, I was trying to be a realist, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like I was trying to be a realist about it, but yeah, you know, shit, man. Why am I catching strays?
Tottenham, man. They're scumbags. This guy epitomizes that fan base, man. Absolute scumbags. A lot of you, man. A lot of you.
All right.
Anyway, moving on. We've got quite a few players and manager leaving this season, having played their last game for their clubs. Mo Salah, who was in tears at the end of the game at Anfield. Robertson is another one, although he'll probably continue in the Premier League somewhere, maybe at Shite Hart Lane, or it's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium / the toilet bowl. Maybe there. Who else have we got? We've got Bernardo Silva, who, as much as he is a little shit, absolutely top player. I can see Steve.
Premier League legend, man.
He is a legend. He is a legend. You have to.
Premier League legend.
He is though. He's
going to be missed. Like he's a brilliant. He was a brilliant player. I don't care.
He won't be missed.
100% will be missed. I don't. Yeah, no.
It's fucking vile.
Well, right, Bernardo Silva, obviously, like I grew up watching Janino, and I do think there's like an extra thing about like, and we've had this with the Messi debate as well. Like when you see such a diminutive figure do so well, do you know what I mean? At the top level of like that sport, like you've got to sort of tip your cap, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Because like people actually just be getting fucking knocked into Rose head left, right, and centre. So you think like. How good of a fucking footballer are you?
He's a fucking horrible.
The fact that he was let go by Chelsea, he went elsewhere to prove himself, and then came back and then became an absolute Premier League legend. He will forever be a legend, as far as I'm concerned. Like the thing is, every player, even Ronaldo's and Messi's that we love and we have watched and Zidane's, wait, hold on. Let's just be realistic about this, right? You know. All these players, they all have their flaws, have had their flaws beforehand. Do you know what I mean? Like we know that. Even like we love Formula One. Like we love Michael Schumacher, but he won championships because he cheated. But we still love him as a driver, you know, as a sports person. So, you know,
not so much as this.
If you have personal issues with Mo Salah, that's I don't know about, right? That's fair enough. But in terms of him being a Premier League legend, yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Again, two things can be right at the same time, and I agree with Steve-O, he little shit. Agree with you guys that he is a Premier League legend. He could be two things at once, and he is a little shit. The amount of things I see him do that he gets away with, he's a little shit.
You know,
who did he kung fu kick for Liverpool? Who was that?
To win that makes people like that sometimes.
Or was that done? No, that might have
listen. Yeah, it's like Jose said. Like you need to be a cunt. You need to be a smart cunt, but you need to be a cunt. Like to win, innit? Like I mean, that's it.
I ain't got to like it.
Every team
I can appreciate him as a player, but I ain't got to like it.
No.
That's fair.
No qualms with that.
Yeah. I just think.
Who do you think out of them? Sorry.
Who's the biggest cunt ever?
Who's the biggest cunt ever?
That's a pod on its own, isn't it?
It's Richarlison.
It could be Richarlison. It could be.
It's Richarlison, hands down. There's no even.
Right, let's put a few up there and pick them. So you got Bernardo Silva, Richarlison. I'm putting Lee Cattermole in there. Lee Cattermole is definitely in there.
No, make it recent. Make it recent.
Hold him a cunt to his face.
Vinnie Jones has got to be in there.
Roy Keane was a cunt.
Wait.
No, let's make it recent.
John Terry?
In the last sort of 10 years. Let's make it
John Terry
makes the list. There's our 5. John Terry definitely makes the list.
Richarlison is 100% the biggest one out of them all because he hasn't won shit.
Wait. Gonna make it a 6. Are you not going to throw Ryan Giggs in there as well? Or is it because Ryan Giggs is? Ryan Giggs he's the biggest one ever. I'm just
throwing him there.
He's the biggest one ever.
not like the biggest.
All right, I just on the field then. All right, cool. All right, sorry.
Just another miss from Tiny there.
Giggs
Morris
escapes.
Shooter scored too many goals to not be a Prem legend. Absolutely agree, Tiny. But we're talking about Bernardo Silva. He is a legend too, but he is a dickhead. Vinnie Jones, John Batty, you know. John Batty.
John Batty, John Terry. Okay. Oh, David Batty. David Batty wasn't that bad though, man.
David Batty wasn't that bad.
Let me go round. But he was.
Let me go round, and you had to pick one. Larry, who are you picking?
What as the biggest
number one?
Oh, I told you. I've been saying it for time. It's Richarlison.
Richarlison. Okay, we've got one for Richarlison. Steve-O. Who you got?
Keane or maybe I don't know. Keane, possibly.
Well, for ending a player's career.
Was it that outfit for Haaland? That was dirty.
That was bad.
Yeah.
JD, who you got?
Right, he was a bit of a cunt, wasn't he?
He
could be.
I'm gonna have to go with for me, John Terry, man, the ultimate scumbag, man. I just can't. Yeah, John Terry.
Oh man, Blunt, who you got?
Biggest cunt of the Premier League era. Yeah, we tend to say El Hadji Diouf. You can't go around spitting in people's faces, but
I forgot about him as well.
Right.
He's another one.
Suarez. Could you make a argument for Suarez, by the way?
Suarez.
Do you know what?
Suarez wasn't though. I'm sorry. No. I want to say Suarez was. I mean, he did some stupid like biting people. Actually, no, he was. Sorry.
Do you see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's what I'm saying. I just want to say what he did to everyone because I forgot all about it.
Not just once, a few times he bit someone. So I think
Listen, Suarez was in there.
He was a racist bitey cunt.
Exactly.
Who did you go for, Blood?
Those are the worst.
Who did you go for in the end?
I mentioned El Hadji Diouf, but like Dennis Suarez. But yeah, Alan Shearer was a fucking twat. Like you can have to go out your god, Neil Lennon or Roy Keane. Yeah, do you know what Shearer was? Massive cunt.
Do you know what? I'm going for the one that beats all of yours, mate. Vinnie Jones, man. Have you ever seen someone get sent off quicker than Vinnie Jones for a reckless tackle? The man
Steven Gerrard, no? Steven Gerrard.
Listen, I seen Vinnie Jones bully and kick the shit out of Roy Keane. Roy Keane didn't say nothing. Roy Keane just carried on.
Listen, can I throw one more in there as well that never got mentioned? John Fashion. Yeah. What a scumbag. Come on.
Mr. Elbow. He used to elbow and he jumped in it.
Yeah. Proper. Dirty scumbag.
A naughty fucking elbow and like that. But that was when football was football.
You know I love that question, Steve-O. That's a top question, that is. Oh, man.
Have a
Vinnie Jones, absolute madman. Absolutely. Right. Oh, we've got one more. Forgot about him. Yeah, madman. Yeah. Right. Now I want to get on to team of the season. Sorry. We've got people leaving. We've spoke about them. Thank you and good night. You've been some of you legends. We could talk about Pep, but he's gone out losing to one of his proteges. So we'll spare him the embarrassment this time. And yes, I am showing disrespect. I don't care. Scumbag. Probably cheated his way to all his titles, man.
They're humble.
Brown envelope signings. Anyway, moving on. We're going to team of the season now. So I'm going to throw a few up there. I'm going to start with my own. I'll go with mine first because I'd rather spend the time talking about you lots. So I'll get mine out of the way. So this is my team of the season. I've gone for Raya in goal, Timber, Senesi, Gabriel and O'Reilly at the back, Szoboszlai, Bruno and Declan Rice in the midfield. And then I've got Semenyo, Haaland and Thiago as my front three forwards. JD, look how similar our lineups are. There's literally two differences.
Yeah.
I'll move on to JD's one.
Senesi Fernandez, isn't it? Szoboszlai.
So Gahey and Gibbs White are the only two differences in your team to mine. And none of us knew each other's team. That was weird.
No, but this like Gibbs White though, for me, like I mean, the amount of goals he single-handedly saved Nottingham Forest from relegation. Like if he wasn't in that team, if he was at Tottenham, they would have gone down, 100%. So and the fact he's not even going to the World Cup as well, but Jordan Henderson is just wrong on so many levels.
I suppose it is a bit of a joke, to be honest. So there's JD's team. We'll move on to Blunt's team now. And Blunt has gone for Raya in goal, Nunes, Saliba, Gabriel, and Truffer at the back. Szoboszlai, Anderson, and Rice in the midfield, and Cherki, Haaland, and Fernandes as his forwards. I'm assuming it was Bruno you wanted there.
Not Guimaraes.
Yeah. But yeah, the only thing I would question there, and I kind of questioned it with somebody else, is Cherki. His first half of the season wasn't that good, and he got injured. So his second half of the season was outstanding.
He wasn't starting week in, week out at the beginning of the first half of the season either, was he? He wasn't
exactly my point. Yeah, exactly my point.
He wasn't, but like I say, he won 2 trophies. He was in a team that pressed when they probably shouldn't.
Listen, second half of the season, he was a mess.
He was, yeah.
Like the way I miss football from 10, 15 years ago, where you put like people like Cherki in the bracket of your Jack Grealish, your Wayne Rooney, like I love a maverick. Do you know what I mean? Even with someone like a fucking totalitarian like Pep, he'll still just go and do his own thing. Do you know what I mean? But I see things in that lad there where it's just like let's not get away from the fact that football is still the entertainment business, and that kid goes out to entertain. And
he looks for entertainment as well. Did you see the video of him checking out John Stone's missus?
Yeah, I seen him like looking at that. Yeah,
you know, he had a good look.
I can't fault the bloke. I really can't. Like it's just no, I'm done.
I think contender of.
I don't know him that well, and he's leaving anyway. So yeah, let me just. It was so blatant in front of the cameras as well.
I think Cherki could be contender of cunt of the season, to be honest, because of the keep-ups he did.
Yeah, but you're right.
I agree. I agree with Blunt.
Lovable cunts. Like it's just like you pay your money to see him. That's basically it. You know.
Oh, he's quality.
He's a baller at the end of the day. Like that's why I like him. And yeah.
So can't complain with that. Decent, but yeah, decent team, Tiny man. And one more, yeah, but Blunt's opinion, let him talk his talk. Shut up, Tiny. I thank you and tell you to shut up in the same sentence. Moving on to the next team, we've got Stitch's team, who couldn't be on tonight. It was busy tonight, wasn't able to make it. Raya, he's gone for 2 left backs here. So he's got Cucurella and O'Reilly. Van Dijk, sorry, I did say to Stitches that we'll be cussing this team and he won't be able to respond. Van Dijk for me should not be near that team of the season. Not this season.
Pedro. Didn't he go on like a 15-game barren spell?
Cucurella, by the way. No, we're going to mention Cucurella. Are we just going to skip?
Yeah, Cucurella is a bit questionable.
We're just skipping past that.
I don't mind Cucurella, but he is shite.
Wait. João Pedro, seriously, didn't he not score for like 10 games?
I don't know about that, but I would say that there shouldn't be a single Chelsea player near the team of the season. They've been shit.
You know what else as well? Like left wing, right wing, forward. You've got 2. But yeah, Thiago's had a good season. Pedro started well and dropped off, but you've got 2 players there, front and the wing forwards, who've both been left out of the Brazil squad.
Yeah, they have.
Am I not wrong in saying that, am I?
Yeah. All their Brazilians are staying home.
Shouldn't Semenyo be either side of Haaland if you're putting him in? I mean, he's been better than them 2. But to have more than one Liverpool player in there is just rose-tinted glasses. So Bosley, yeah, he's the only one that can hold his head high this season.
Tiny's saying he's going to guest soon, by the way. It'd be good to get him back on. Talk about every team better have Bruno. I think you'll find they don't, Tiny, but we'll get to that in a moment. So that's Stitch's team. So I was going to get to Larry and Steve-O's now because they've done one. So Larry's team of the season. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and O'Reilly. Anderson, Bruno, Rice, Semenyo, Haaland, Cherki is your lineup. We've kind of spoken about everyone there, but Anderson, I think it's the first. Is it the first? No, you put Anderson in.
I put Anderson in. He's fucking baller.
He's been quality. Honestly, he's been brilliant in a team like Forest that haven't been anywhere near as good as they can potentially be. And I was reading some stats about him and his ball progression, his total passes in a match, his contributions defensively. He honestly in that midfield he has been brilliant, and he would be a good if we didn't have Zubimendi, right? Anderson would be potentially a good.
I would have Anderson over Zubimendi.
I would as well. Do you know what? Did anyone see that nutmeg on Morgan Rogers when they played when they played Villa? Did anyone see that? That was disgusting. You know that was a sub me off kind of.
Do you know the best thing about those? Like the Geordies must be kicking himself because he was there and he's a Geordie and he was just plus to requirements.
Didn't they say like 25 mil or something like that? Wasn't it like 25 mil or something silly like that as well?
I don't think it was that much.
I can't remember. I think his quality. He's taken up than Wharton. I think he's better than Wharton is. And in fact,
especially
if not for Andy, Wharton World Cup, he's that good.
Wharton had scored the World Cup. Like England's midfield, Rice and fucking Anderson and Wharton sat in front. Like,
I don't think you can play all three.
About Wharton.
Yeah, no, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by Adam Wharton. Wait, is Wharton even in the squad? Did he make the squad?
He's got a silky left foot on him, Wharton. He's a nice silky player.
He never made it.
Box to box. Got an assist in him. Got a challenge.
Just gonna move on to Steve. Just keeping an eye on the time. So Steve-O's team: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. He's gone for Hall at left back. Gibbs, White, Anderson, and Rice in the middle, and then Semenyo, Haaland, and Blue. So to you about Hall, what made you put him in over some of the others?
I just don't like O'Reilly's face.
There you go.
Seriously, after what he did to us in the final, fuck him, that twat. No, seriously, Lewis Hall, I just think he's very, very good going forward. I know the argument is O'Reilly's big and he's tall, he's strong, etc., blah, 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 but I just like Hall. I just think he's very underrated. You know, for what he's done for Newcastle, he was great, and I'm surprised he actually didn't get an England call up. To be fair, really surprised.
Do you know something? Look, just with the Lewis Hall thing, like the amount of players that Chelsea produce from their academy and just don't give a chance, just sell them on, like, and these are good Premier League players as well, man. Like,
let me just add to that, JB, because they used to, and I hope Cairo and Tiny. You can mention this to Cairo for me if he's too shook to get me on the pod tomorrow. They used to say that players leave players leave Arsenal to go and win things. Well, Kai Havertz came to Arsenal and won the Premier League, and so did Madueke. Times change, man. Times change. No longer do they leave us and go to Chelsea. They now leave Chelsea and come to us to win things. Just thought I'd put out there.
I think with Lewis Hall as well, like Newcastle have had a fucking dire season. Like, it's all spun out and whatnot, and it's not helped by getting the double done by Sunderland again and then them finishing seventh. But Hall has been a standout player there in that club. He really has.
I think with Anderson,
put him on the plane. I really would have done.
Yeah, definitely. I think with Anderson as well. If he goes to Man City, I will hate that. I'd rather have Anderson instead of Tonali. I know Tonali and Anderson's very similar, but if we wanted like a backup to Rice or someone alternative to Zubimendi, Anderson for me to Arsenal. Him potentially
back
more
up to Rice.
Rodgers.
The problem with that mate, right?
He said back up to Rice.
Yeah, he said that. He's had a great season, and now he's got interest. He now, as an individual, if he wants to move on to the next level,
he'll end up at Man United.
He cannot go to a club where he's going to play second fiddle to someone.
Yeah, Man United.
I think he'd suit Man United as well. I think he'd suit Man United.
They were talking around they were talking around the 80 million, by the way, from reports. 80 to 88 million from Man United.
Would you rather have Morgan Rodgers?
I don't know how much I believe that, but 88 million.
No, actually, no. Anderson.
You'd rather have Anderson than Rodgers?
Reason I say that is because we've got players who play in Morgan Rodgers' position, but I don't think
Rodgers would replace Odegaard.
Say again. Odegaard's not going anywhere, man. I'm telling you, he's Arteta's adopted son. He's not going.
I think Rodgers would replace Martinelli in your team, man. Odegaard will stay, but they'd move Rodgers out to the left, and that would free up.
We're interested in Rodgers, though.
Yeah, and that would allow Eze to battle with Odegaard like for the 10. Rodgers on the left. I think that would actually be quite decent. Hope it doesn't happen.
Look at the Rodgers situation. So that team there that we're just saying, right? Like you've got Doku there. I'd have put Rodgers in ahead of Doku, right? I'm glad he's gone to the World Cup. Great start the season. Fell off a little bit, but then he's finished like a steam train, and he looks like he's creating goals. Now, like when he was at the Borough, like what did we pay $1 million from Man City? Got him there. There's a bit of he showed bits and bobs, and then if you get whatever Villa have seen, Emery's seen in him, and then there was the talk about 100 million to Liverpool, and then that quelled he was going to stay there. We've got a 20% sell-on clause for Morgan Rogers. So if he goes somewhere for 100 million, we're in for the world record fucking sell-on clause of all time. But I would definitely have Rogers up there instead of Doku, and he's got to come to welcome.
I can see what you're saying, but I think Rogers is more of a midfielder.
Pony for me. He's just he's another one of these
amazing. Doku single-handedly brought Man City back to the top of the Premiership.
What in one like? I know he's a decent.
He's scored a couple games on the trot.
No, right, I'm just gonna really cut in, guys, if I can. I'm just gonna cut in if I can. I'm just thinking about the time. I've got a few more bits to get through. Right, what I did is basically I took what everyone's choices. Any player that was selected twice or more by everybody formed the Don't Gas team of the season. Okay, so the Don't Gas team of the season looks like this: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and O'Reilly, Anderson, Fernandez, Rice, Semenyo, Haaland, and Thiago were mentioned more than any other player.
Nice. Like two of us had Gibbs White, so take out Anderson and put Gibbs White in there, man. Like, he deserves to.
Three people had Anderson, I think.
Nah, Rice and Anderson behind them, absolutely behind Fernandez. Absolutely, that sounds excellent. By the way, as a team.
So it does. It does. That would it's got balance and everything. But that's the team of the season.
In there?
Say again.
Why no one put Silva in there?
I know nobody selected Bernardo Silva, man. Nobody.
He's been good, but there's been better players.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to players of the season now. So I'm just going to run through everyone's quickly. We'll at the end, a couple of decisions. That's why I want to get through this quickly. So I've gone for Bruno for player of the season. I'd say they didn't have European football. He had a week between games, but he still had to do what he did to break the record for assist in a season. So I don't care if a lot of them were corners or set pieces. An assist is an assist. And look how long that record stood for to break the record and be that one big player in that United side that's been struggling. For me, Bruno has to be player of the season. I've gone for Junior Krupi for young player of the season. 13 league goals, man. This guy's 19 years old. Crazy record. And Bournemouth
would you have him at
finishing
Arsenal?
higher than... no, not necessarily. I don't think we need that type of player. But I think he will move to a bigger club eventually. My unsung hero is going to be Granit Xhaka. I think he's had an outstanding season for Sunderland, and look where they finished first season back in the Premier League. Has to be Granit Xhaka for me. And I have to go with Arteta. We're finishing second 3 times in a row and finally getting it over the line. Scored, conceding the least amount of goals again. And the reason I've gone for Arteta, this style of football that he's playing this season is not his style of football. I think I said this on your pod, Larry and Steve-O. I think he's very good at knowing what he needs to change to get the job done. He tried playing expansive football and looking great and this, that, and the other, and he didn't get us the Premier League. He knew that he had to do certain things to win the league and get us over the line, and he's done that. So I just think he's got more than one way of playing and one way of doing things. And one thing with Arteta is when he's made mistakes, he doesn't often make the same mistake, if that makes sense. So this season he's done it. He's got over the line. He's won the league, 38 games of consistency. My manager of the season. JD has gone for Bruno, player of the season. Junior Krupi, young player of the season. Unsung hero, Kinski.
Did I go Krupi in?
Yeah, you did. You changed it.
Yeah, I had O'Reilly first, so I changed it. Yeah.
Kinski, I don't know where that's coming from. Manager of the season, Lebreeze.
Listen, if it wasn't for Kinski, the save against Leeds and another game, without those saves, we were relegated.
That's 2 games.
Well, listen,
2 games.
2 games. What Tudor did to him in Madrid? Vicario got injured. He had to come in and play. When Vicario got injured and had that up, I thought he was done as well when Kinski come in. Like he's completely turned it around.
Yeah, but he's not
if he starts next season, listen, if he starts next season as number 1, I've got no problem with it. Like, so unsung hero.
But that's because Vicario.
If it wasn't for him and he saves, we would have got relegated. Yeah, exactly. And before as shit as Vicario is, I was concerned about this guy playing after what I saw in Madrid.
I think a 10.
So
easily 10 unsung heroes that will be before Kinski, who have played the whole season.
Well,
it does smack of.
Yeah, well, like I said,
to shoe on a Spurs
player.
It's
Kinski.
a desperate attempt to shoe on a Spurs player in.
Listen,
Because what you got to think is, I know you've watched it under a microscope and you say, yeah, there's a couple of saves that saved the season, but like, isn't that probably is true?
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what. While you're at it, while we're at it, then
how he's played,
we'll throw Lewis.
Like,
we'll
listen,
throw Lewis Skelly in as
throw
Lewis Skelly in as an unsung hero, because when he got moved into midfield for about 3 games, he was amazing. Like, come on, man.
It's the exact same fucking height.
Come on.
Good for you.
I'm just saying, it's like a few games. Do it across a season.
I don't give a toss what any of you lot say. He's my unsung hero of the season.
That's fair enough.
It's
your opinion.
Now
You're entitled to it. It's just a shit opinion.
Anyway,
moving on. Kinski, you know. I bet you could ask 100 people to name an unsung hero and nobody would pick Kinski. Moving on. Declan Rice for Blunt as player of the season. No, we moved on now. We've got onto Blunts now. He's gone for Declan Rice, player of the season. Young player of the season, he's gone for Cherky. How old is Cherky, by the way? Because I did say under 21. Is he under 21?
Is it 21?
No, he's about 23.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cherky's a bit too old for young player of the season.
Well, do you want to know his, right? Like, until you put them up, like, I think that was a bit of a snap. Like when you said the Bournemouth lad, I thought, like, yeah, I've got that wrong. To be fair.
It's all right. Don't worry. He's in there now. It's too late.
Yeah. Well, like
unsung hero, Granit Xhaka. Let me just get through. And Lebris as well. He's gone for as manager of the season. Apart from the Cherky one, I'm not sure. I think the rest are legit, man.
But Xhaka's signing the season, absolutely. And you look at what Sunderland done. That's just why I've put Lebris in there to finish 7th, like come back, like to book the trend of them teams coming up with blatant relegation. The reason I went for Rice over Fernandez is, like you say, because they had more games, and I know he hasn't got a shitload of goals or a shitload of, but when you're in that engine room and he's leading that team to move on to the next step, and I was going to go for Arteta, but he's finished 2nd and got the semi-final. He's done what he needed to do to take it a notch further. But if you look at like the leap that the Breeze had to make from coming up from the Championship, winning the playoffs, and then finishing 7th, like that's a monumental effort.
I hear that. That's twice Lebris was picked. So no, I hear that. It's a massive thing that he's done. Just got another message from Ty there. He saved Spud's life, and that means more to JD than all them tears you can think of. Yeah, that's true. And I did say he's entitled to his opinion. It's just a shit opinion. He's got one more as well. Tiny, why don't you just pod tonight, man? Flipping hell, mate. Man, you keep a signing of the season, but I hear you with Xhaka. That's actually a good shout for signing of the season. I can't lie. Moving on, who we got? So we got Stitches. He's gone for Raya, player of the season. Rio Nagumar, I can never pronounce his name properly, but he's gone for him, young player of the season. Semenyo, unsung hero, and then manager of the season, he's gone for Emery. And then we've got Larry's, Declan Rice, player of the season, young player of the season, he's gone for Max Dowman, youngest ever Premier League winner, by the way. Unsung hero of the season, he's gone for Szoboszlai, and he's gone for Arteta as a manager of the season. And then finally, Steve-O, you've gone for Raya, player of the season, young player O'Reilly, good shout for that. Unsung hero, I'm going to have to come back and question you on this one. Calvert-Lewin. And then he's gone for Emery, manager of the season. Okay, Calvert-Lewin, man, explain that one. I was surprised with the story.
Calvert-Lewin got 14 goals and pulled him away from the shit. That's a great shout.
I think, it's my mate's a Leeds fan, and obviously he studies it a lot. And I can't believe that he hasn't been included in the England squad, because for someone,
well, certainly over Ivan Toney.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know Ivan Toney's good at penalties, but so is Calvert-Lewin, and I know Toney scored 40 odd goals, hasn't he, in Saudi Arabia? But I just think, with Calvert-Lewin, you know, he's brought Leeds. He took them, like you say, he's took them away from the relegation zone. To be fair, I thought they were nailed on to go down, but what he's done in the last sort of like 6 months is nothing short of like amazing, really. I mean, he's not everyone's cup of tea personally, but I just think he's a good shout for someone to take to the World Cup. You know, is he any better than what's his face for Villa? You know, they're very similar, aren't they? Watkins are very similar.
I think Ollie Watkins.
Do you know why I'm hating on Calvert-Lewin?
As a third choice.
I put him in fantasy team and he went on a gold drought, bro. Like that's why I'm hating on Calvert-Lewin, man.
I think with Emery as well. I think someone else picked Emery, but for what he's done on a budget, you know, they've won that, you know, Mickey Mouse competition and they've finished, you know, 4th in the league.
Not Mickey Mouse.
You know, I think he's done great.
It kind of is now. It kind of is a Mickey Mouse competition.
I'll be honest with you, with Emery, like he was my other show for manager of the season. It's just only because like I was watching something the other day. What's happened with Emery is they've got rid of Gerrard when they were definitely going down, and he's like literally switched it overnight. And what they did was they basically give him the keys to Villa, and they've said you've got influence over the players that are coming in, the youth team set up, blah blah. Yeah. And he's sort of running it from top to bottom, like Wenger used to do with Arsenal. Like, and he had, like, trust me, like Emery's building something. I think Villa might challenge for the league next season. I really do.
They'll be there or thereabouts. I've got a dilemma here, though. This is the dilemma. Don't gas players of the season. We don't have a player of the season because there were ties. And we don't have a manager of the season because there were ties. Arteta was picked twice, Lebris was picked twice, and Emery was picked twice. And for player of the season, we've got the same issue with Rice, Raya, and Bruno. So let's go through them. We'll start with a player. He's got 2 votes each. Who should be the Don't Gas player of the season? That's what I want to know. State your case.
Got to be Rice. It's got to be Rice.
I've got to go with Rice.
It's got to be Rice.
He's won the league.
For Rice.
Yeah.
You're not here to vote. That's tough shit. You should have been here. JD?
I mean,
Raya saves.
Fernandez, like because we're talking Premier League.
An Arsenal player, by the way.
Because we're talking Premier League, what Fernandez did as an individual in the Premier League eclipses what Rice did.
No way, absolutely no way. The amount of minutes that Rice played and the amount of games that he had to pick the team up in more difficult competitions this season in comparison to what Fernandez did. I'm sorry.
Listen. Your player of the season for Arsenal should be VAR.
Problem is,
Stockley Park. Stockley Park is your player of the season, all right?
You're very Tottenham oriented, right?
It's been proved that VAR didn't actually affect us.
Unfortunately,
oh my God.
Yeah, I can't take your opinion because
do you know what? Can I just say something quickly?
Listen,
this guy is always looking.
It's proved that VAR didn't affect you. And I'm saying crack's not addictive. Then I'm just saying it's just ridiculous.
Listen, you also said
we would have actually won on goal difference.
You also said that Tottenham were in a relegation scrap because you had the most amount of injuries this season. You had 4 more injuries than us, and we won the league. So your opinion sometimes is
okay. Well, I've just seen a flash of Sky Sports, Mick Arteta named Premier League Manager of the Year. Disgusting, but here we go.
That doesn't mean it needs to be our Premier League Manager of the Year. We'll get to that in a minute. But hats off to Mikel Arteta. Listen, I in terms of I'm gonna state an argument for both, and I'll tell you my choice because at the moment it's going to be Rice because we've got 3-2. So Declan Rice does so many things that maybe go unnoticed by the neutral. The amount of times that I've seen him save us this season has been crazy. Then last-ditch tackles and challenges. The amount of time he drives the ball forward as well. The amount of assists that he gets, considering he's a box-to-box. He is a great shout for player of the season. However, I'm going to stick with my... So is Bruno. I'm going to stick with my original answer, which was Bruno, for the reasons I gave earlier. He's broken the record for assists with a lot of corners, but I don't look at corners in the same way as you, JD, clearly. But it's Declan Rice Declan Rice goes down as the Don't Gas player of the season just due to
just a quick one.
We've been outvoted.
Buckstar, I'll tell you a decent.
Yeah, just a quick one.
We get hooked up on goals and assists. Look at the fucking kilometers covered between the pair of them this season.
That's true, and he definitely runs more than Bruno.
All right. Well, let's start voting for people like Mo Farah, then, isn't it? I mean, you know, player of the season, all that kind of stuff. If you're talking kilometers,
listen, Chelsea. Let me tell you now. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, man. I will get to you just to end the match. Chelsea as a team have had the lowest amount of runners in the league, and look where they are. It just goes to show you, running and covering ground matters. Steve, sorry, mate. Go on.
Look. My case for Raya is, as much as I hate him as a kind of a player, obviously Larry will sort of vouch for that I don't rate him as a kind of a keeper, but I think for how many goals he's actually saved us, you know, if you think of the great Peter Schmeichel, how many times he saved Man United, I know what you're saying about Rice, and I do rate Rice. I think he's been a box-to-box player and he saved this tackle, that tackle, but he doesn't win you games. David Raya wins games with his saves. How many times has he saved Arsenal this season?
So
that's just my argument. I can get both sides of it, but
yeah,
Raya,
that is a good argument as well.
Raya saved.
So you're going for Raya, not Rice.
Oh, I've said Raya. Yeah.
Okay, so we basically all stuck with who we voted for, which means there's a tie between Bruno and Rice. They're gonna have to share it.
Both won the trophy, and then after that, go through was the captain.
Yeah,
that's the only explanation, or the only answer really. They're gonna have to share it. I've just got a couple messages from Tiny here. He wasn't very happy with our choices. Bruno player of the season. Man's comparison involves other competitions.
That was towards me there,
all day.
Why you went in them competitions from the season before?
Sorry, can I just say on that? Buck, sorry, can I just say on that comment, right? By the way, like everything's relative. Like, you know, just because we're talking about the Prem, that doesn't mean that the other competitions don't exist. That doesn't mean that Rice doesn't play 3-4 games a week or 3 games a week, for example, by the time he gets to the next Premier League game. Do you know what I mean? So yes,
100%,
we're only
100%.
talking about Premier League. However, let's not forget that those kilometers are still in his legs when he finishes a Champions League or an FA Cup match. But do you know what I mean?
It's relative, 100% right there.
Yeah,
100% right. So we'll say Bruno or Raya. I can't say Rice. Yeah, I don't agree with there, Tiny. Sorry. And second half season was a great. First half amazing, and the last one, I get final vote. No, you don't. It's not Bruno. Right. Just for that comment, I'm changing my vote to Declan Rice. Declan Rice, player of the season for Don't Gas. Just for that comment, Tiny. Manager. We move on to manager now. These each got 2 votes. Arteta, Emery, and Lebris. There's 5 of us here, so we hopefully can get a winner on this one as well. Who are we going for? Why are we? Who did you not go for?
Let me say this because I went for Lebris, and I'll leave you to discuss it. Right? Who has made the largest leap, the largest improvement? Arteta has looked at the situation and he's needed. It was a very, very important and a very difficult slight progression, but he's made that. Yeah, so credit there. Emery done an unreal job, but Lebris has took a fucking Sunderland side, right, and finished 7th.
How much did he spend though?
Probably less.
I'm not even getting into spend. He spends what he gets. He spends what
Emery
he's got.
spent the least.
It don't matter what he spends. At the end of the day, you can spend a lot of money on shit. It doesn't mean you're going to win things or finish anywhere.
The other 2 guys in the conversation have been spending and building in that league. He's had to spring into it and just turn a fucking championship side that finished like 5th and won the playoffs into a 7th place Premier League team. They
did spend a lot though. They changed literally their whole team.
But that's why you get the money, so you can fucking spend it.
What I will say is that is the biggest distance covered, which is something you love to talk about today. But what's harder? Winning the Premier League's harder because only a certain number of teams have done it.
I agree. I think Mikel gets it for me still because of the fact that he's been second for 3 years running, and the fact that he's pushed the team even further now in terms of the Champions League final, and now obviously getting over the line with the Premier League. Yeah, I honestly, not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I don't really see any other argument apart from Arteta winning it. Next season, if Lebris does the same, fair enough, you can give it to him. But unfortunately, this season, this has been Arteta's Manager of the Season award. In the waiting, do you know what I mean? This has been he's been waiting for this just to get over the line. Now he's got over the line, he's got the award. Honestly, I don't really see any other arguments apart from Arteta, but I know Stevie's
there's a reason only about 7 clubs have won the Premier League because it's bloody hard to do.
Exactly. So that's my thing.
We've podded all season at you guys, like all Arsenal fans. You haven't been massively complimentary about Arteta over the course of the season. I haven't seen any of yous at any given point being like, "Don't worry, it's a blip. He's got this in the bag."
That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. You win and you win something. You redeem yourself.
Literally,
you win and you redeem yourself. It's like
dip. You were like, Arteta.
It doesn't matter. That's like having a centre forward who does nothing all game but scores a 90th minute winner. You redeem yourself. You won the league. You redeemed yourself. That's it. You don't win the league by luck. You win the league by getting the majority of the decisions right. The ones he got wrong. Hold up, Blunt. The ones he got wrong, I called him out on, and rightly so. But he got more right than he got wrong. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won the league.
Yeah, but you've criticised him more than praised him this season. Yes,
that's
now
fine,
he's
though.
got,
I wouldn't say I've criticised him more than I praised him.
Now he's got across there, and it's like, oh, now he's the best thing since.
No.
I don't think I've criticised him. What makes you say that? Hold on, you just called me out on something there.
Yeah.
Based on what have I criticised him more than I praised him this season? Based on
the fact every time he picks Odegaard, he had a mini meltdown.
So
in the
he's picked 10 other players that I agree with, but I disagree with one.
Went down watch along when fucking Ben White got injured and he moved right to right back.
Was I wrong to criticise him for that? He even changed it at half time. I was right.
Criticism was misplaced or wrong. What I'm saying is it's been there. Do you know what I mean? And
of course it has, because I've got high expectations.
Let me finish. The general sort of consensus has been like, if he doesn't tie this league up, he's fucking gone. Can't be doing this another fucking nearly season. Do you know what I mean? I haven't edges at one point.
He didn't.
The thing is,
he is going to get us across the line.
You win us. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what happened. And what happened is, but what I think doesn't matter. Even though, in your opinion, I've been more critical than not. I would say I've not been more critical than I've been
more
realistic with what he's done.
We've been more realistic.
That's just your opinion. Yeah. But for me, it matters what happened is he won the league. You can't talk about my opinion that has no effect on the game, no effect on anything. It's just my opinion.
On the game, we're talking about your opinion. That's based on our opinions. So,
you win and you redeem yourself. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like I said, you can have a striker who does nothing for 90 minutes, scores a winner, and gets you. Okay, look at Ollie McBurney the other day. Okay, nothing all game, scored the winner that got them promoted. Now, if anyone was cussing him, hang on. You could have had thousands of Hull fans cussing him all game. I guarantee by the end of it, they're saying he's redeemed himself because he's done what we needed him to do. Arteta's done what we needed him to do. So he's redeemed himself for anything. He's been top.
Way over what Sunderland. He needed to keep
from week 7.
In the league. He finished 10 places higher than he needed to finish and got them into Europe.
Okay, that's great. Then okay, Man United finished more places higher. We're not talking about their manager.
And by the way, Man United
finished 3rd
during the second.
We've been cussing Carrick today.
During the second half of the season, they were actually top in terms of points gathered. Do you know what I mean?
United was 15th last season.
But I would never give Carrick the manager of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I get what you mean, Blunt. Like the problem is with Arsenal fans, especially in the last 4 years, it's history that sort of dictating our thoughts. Do you know what I mean? It is because when we see Arteta do like sort of a wrong tactic, like, oh, we've seen this before, it hasn't worked. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, because it's been there second and challenging 2 other teams for the Premier League title, I think that's why he fully deserves it. He hasn't been perfect, absolutely not. Of course, he hasn't been perfect. But at the same time, he won the league. You know what I mean? Like, and he was
He won the league, and we're excited next week talking about he's won the Champions League as well. And then I'll be eating humble pie. I said, "Yeah, do you know what?"
No. It's not even about that. I don't even think Buck means it that way. As in, like, oh, you're gonna eat humble pie if we win. No. It's just like
I know what I'm saying. I would like.
Unfortunately, it is that the past dictates the rest of the season for us Arsenal fans, especially if we see 2 things that we've seen before. We're like, no.
Listen, if doing what hasn't been done for 22 years doesn't redeem yourself,
do you know what I mean?
If doing what you
and then
Blunt,
first,
but Blunt, doing what hasn't been done for 22 years, if that doesn't redeem yourself, what does? Do you know what I mean?
Have a look when the last time Sunderland finished 7th in the league. About how many years that is.
Yeah, that's fair play. That's fair play, but you don't win anything for finishing 7th. Winning the league is one of the hardest things to do.
So who are we going for?
So I was going to say that. Right, let's take a vote. Larry, who are you going for?
I'm going to go Arteta.
Steve, who are you going for?
You see, you've convinced me now to go for Arteta, but I'm still Emery. But I think with Arteta, because he's done it against Pep before Pep's left, I think I'm going to have to stick with. I'm going to have to go with Arteta, just purely because he's done it against Pep before he left.
And what is it? Former captain to win the league with the team sort of thing, wasn't it? Isn't that the stat as well?
Yeah, first player who's won the league with the team he used to play for.
I love romance and stuff like that. Like, it's
exactly.
right, you kind of football. But look, if you
I love it.
Then
look, we're not trying to convince you to change your mind. I'm just saying,
Well, like, there's no point in asking me and JD now. It's a done deal.
No, I want to know. I want to know who you're going for.
Liberty.
Not Arteta.
Not Arteta.
And I'm a Borough fan. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to fucking like. He might have picked it out. I can't say Arteta because I'm a Tottenham fan. But I've got to give.
No. I voted for the Sunderland manager, man. Like, what he's done with Sunderland is remarkable. Like, so that's what I voted.
No one said it wasn't.
Go with Igor Tudor.
I just want to put it out there.
I read them where I was saying remarkable is exactly what it is.
But no one's saying it wasn't. By the way, no one's saying it wasn't. Just to say, nobody's saying it wasn't.
You're just saying a slight improvement on the last 3 years.
No, he's done what only 7 other teams have done before, which is win the league.
Yeah.
Not even 7 other teams. We're one of them teams. So it's only 7 teams that have won the league. It's only 7 teams that have won the league, man. You can't. For me, if you win the league, you have to be manager of the season. And hasn't that been the case for the past however many years? Why is it different all of a sudden because it's Arteta? No.
Is that literally
so yes, I'm going for Arteta. Arteta manager of the season. The don't gas manager of the season.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
Sorry, Blunt. I don't agree on this one, man. You don't have to apologise. I'm not going to lose any sleep.
No, you'll be fine. Mate. You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll live. You'll live, Blunt. Don't worry.
But listen, man, it's been a good pod, man. It's been a good pod. Ran over a little bit longer than we expected, but I think it's worth it anyway. So I suppose any last words before we move on, man? Because I know sometimes you don't always.
I'm gonna pick.
Have you not seen that?
Igor Tudor. I'm gonna pick him as my unsung hero. He almost did it for us.
Have you not seen that? Iraola talks with AC Milan.
Really?
Hey, that's a great signing by AC, by the way. If they managed to bring him in, that's excellent, by the way.
He was touted for Crystal Palace, wasn't he? Like, why the fuck?
He's going to a big club, and AC Milan need a rebuild. That's why he's going there. And do you know what?
Liverpool's tailor-made for him.
Nah. Jabby.
Liverpool want to stick with slot machine, mate.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Let him, mate.
Any last words, Blunt? I know you wanted to add something, didn't you?
Sorry?
You wanted to add something? You messaged me.
No, just like I was saying before we're going to get started. Like, obviously, it was good to catch up with you and obviously come to the playoff final. Sorry, it was the worst game of football that's ever happened. But yeah, it was just a good crack. But I need to see Arsenal win the Champions League. I told you I've got that fucking Cuban cigar there that's been sat there. It's been on spring for Borough like 1, 2, 3.
Wait, do you support Middlesbrough or Arsenal? Do you support Middlesbrough or Arsenal?
He's a Borough fan.
No, who do you support? Spurs or Ipswich? What? Yeah.
Wait, stop.
We'll stop it, JD.
He's got you there.
I'm a Tottenham fan, okay? I grew up in Ipswich. I'm a Tottenham fan, all right? So there you go.
Boo to both.
I need to have victory cigars, so yeah. So I'm looking forward to you coming over. We'll do the watch along, and hopefully we'll celebrate.
I've actually got a cigar here as well. So if we win, we'll do a live thing going on. So absolutely, mate. Love it. Brilliant.
Yeah, man. Anyway, man.
Any
last minute hate, JD?
Yes.
I hope it's one. I hope it's one of those illegal cigars so I can call the police.
Illegal in America.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there's illegal over here too.
See, when I told you he was late because he was out snitching on somebody, you thought I was joking.
Honestly, this guy, man. Honestly, are you taking notes right now, JD? Is that what it is? He's taking sneaky screenshots. That's what he's doing.
Waiting room, innit? He's sat in there now.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's too funny, man. Anyways, man, it's been a pleasure. Please remember, if you like what we do here at Don't Gas, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit subscribe. It's free. It's easy. Support the thing, man. We need your support. Thanks to those who subscribed already. And we'll be back on Thursday with the Don't Gas podcast at 9 p.m. as well. Thanks to Larry and Steve from Real Arsenal Talk TV. Thanks for joining us again. And thanks to Blunt and thanks to JD's Hateful Ass. Pause. And I've been Buckstar. Peace out, everyone, man.
See you later.